Damn. Pause.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Okay, so I'm gonna be talking about why I boxed the strongest kid in school. And not just that, you guys probably have seen the video before of me boxing him. If not, here's the videos. So basically, yeah, you guys might think I'm stupid for boxing a guy that's 125 pounds heavier than me. Because when I boxed him, he was around 240, 250 pounds, and I was 125 or 120, I believe, right? So he had like 110 or maybe 125 pounds on me, or was he two? No, wait, actually, he was 220 and I was 120, so he had 100-pound difference, which is also a big difference. And if you know anything about boxing or MMA, 10-pound difference, 5-pound difference is a big difference in fighting. That's why there's weight classes. Even if that guy doesn't have experience, that much weight makes a big difference, and strength and like everything, right? It adds up. So obviously, I didn't have that much experience, and he didn't have any experience. But the thing is, he's a big dude. He's taller than me by like 2, 3 inches. He's super strong, the strongest kid in school. And then he got 100 pounds on me, so I was cooked. So this all started. Okay, let me give a backstory first. So freshman year, I got into a fight with this kid, not the strongest kid, another kid, right? In the bathroom, he beat me up. I didn't know he was a boxer and an MMA fighter, right? I didn't do boxing or MMA back then. I mean, I don't do MMA still. I do boxing now, but he's the reason why I started boxing. But I'm gonna explain that story in another video, do a story time about that incident or whatever. But it kind of, I mean, not kind of, it's literally, it builds up. That's like the main point, like that's like the story, where the story started. That's why I boxed the strongest kid in school during junior year, because of that guy. From freshman year, it all adds up. So basically, freshman year, I get into a fight with this kid in the bathroom, right? He beats me up, right? The video goes everywhere. I'm not gonna explain everything about that bathroom fight, because I'm gonna explain that in a later video, later story time. But yeah, basically, then I'm pissed. Obviously, I want to box him. I want to fight him, right? Because apparently he cheap shot at me, right? So I wanted like a fair fight, a fair boxing match. So it dragged on from freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, and we're still supposed to box and we're in college, right? We still haven't boxed. And everybody knows about this, and they're like, when are you gonna box and when are you gonna box and when is he gonna box me and stuff like that, right? It kept dragging on, right? But junior year, I like it was second semester, it was May, early May, and I was just chilling, right? We had PE, I was playing volleyball, and this strong kid, the strongest kid in school, right? He's on my volleyball team, right? He plays volleyball later, I think. He does wrestling and he's good at volleyball, right? He doesn't do boxing, but obviously he's strong, so he can do anything he wants, right? So we're playing, and I kind of miss or something, and then he's like, "Bro, come on, lock in," and I'm like, "Bro, I don't play volleyball. I suck. I'm not like you, right?" And I did get better at volleyball. I can't lie. Senior year, I was way better. I'm actually improved. But yeah, so basically, and then he's like, "Then what do you do? What sports do you play?" Like he was asking me, because I was saying volleyball is not my sport, right? Unlike you, because that's his sport. And I told him that I box, and then he's like, "Oh, you want to box me?" Like I thought he was joking at first. Obviously, he's a big dude, so most people would say no, probably. But I'm like, yeah, why not? We can run it. Like I accepted the challenge, right? I'm like, I'm not scared of anybody. Cause realistically, I don't fear no man, just God, right? So I accepted the challenge. So obviously, then we try setting up a date, and it gets serious. At first, I thought, I mean, I did take him seriously. Actually, I knew he did want to box me, but well, back then I wasn't that experienced, right? Junior year, and I wasn't even consistent. Uh, I'm I'm not consistent right now either. There's so much going on. I'm trying to be consistent and get a coach, but I wasn't consistent back then too. But I was still boxing though. I knew like I knew a lot more than him. Obviously, I had more experience, but and I was dumb too, so I didn't know about the weight class. No, I did know about the weight class issue and everything, but I really didn't think much about it. I was just like, I'm gonna try him out or whatever, right? So basically, we set up a day, we promoted everybody, literally the whole school, like we promoted to the whole school, right? And like we promote it, like we say it's gonna be live stream on my friend's Instagram account, and like everybody tunes in and they're like, bro, you're gonna get knocked out. Literally nobody is like voting for me. Like I'll say like a few of my friends, they're like, bro, you got this. One of my friends who's an MMA fighter and a boxer who moved schools senior year, he what's it called? He was 175, I believe, 180. He's a good boxer, good wrestler, football player. He was like, I can train you or whatever, right? You got this. He believed in me. He's such a humble guy. I miss him, to be honest. But yeah, so basically, what I found out before he boxed me, the strongest kid, he boxed the guy that beat me in the bathroom. And he beat that guy. Even though the guy that beat me in the bathroom, he had experience and everything, he lost because of the weight, and weight matters, and then the space and everything. He got TKO'd, his nose started bleeding, and he's like, nah, I can't do this no more, right? And I was like, I can prove myself by beating him. That will make me better than him, right? It's like that KSI and Tommy Fury thing, right? Like Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury, and then KSI is like, if I beat Tommy Fury, I'm better than Jake Paul. But both of them lost. That's what happened. We both lost in the same way, not the same way. For my way, the way I lost, I didn't give up. I didn't say I quit. The ref stopped it. If you watch the video, you would know. I'll post the video links in the description below. But I didn't stop the fight. I didn't say I want to stop. I kept going. I kept getting knocked down, but I kept getting back up. And like the ref was the one that stopped the fight. I wanted to keep on going. We are doing 8 rounds, uh, like 2 minutes each. I think 3 minutes each. I was on round four, 12 minutes with him in the ring. I kept going and still managed to not like get knocked out. I wasn't bleeding. But I was doing so bad. I can't lie. I don't know what happened. I mean, I do know what happened. But so basically, obviously, it's fight day. Everybody's literally like 80 people watching on Instagram Live. It's crazy. My whole school, right? Not my whole school, sorry. Like a lot of people. Like I was a junior, right, when this happened, and we talked about the fight May, and then end of May, it was like around the last day of school. That's when the fight happened. My fight with him, right? Seniors knew about this fight. The other campus knew about this fight. It was crazy because like everybody knew about this fight. It's gonna happen because I was promoting it. Everybody's like, "Are you crazy?" People would be texting me saying, "Bro, are you stupid? Why are you doing this fight? Why are you taking this fight?" And I would always tell everybody, "I'm gonna win. I'm gonna knock him out." I'm not gonna lie, I said that, even though deep inside I knew I'm gonna have to do something. And I did believe in myself. I thought I could beat him. The fact that I slept like a baby and didn't like, when this fight night and you sleep nervously, you can't sleep, bro. I slept right away. It wasn't. I had no nervousness. I wasn't nervous at all. But yeah, so basically everybody was telling me not to do it. It's such a stupid idea. And that day I skipped work. I think without even telling my workplace. I had work that day, I believe, or I took a day off and I didn't tell them why. It was funny. And I think the fight happened Saturday. I could be wrong. I think it was Saturday, yeah. So basically everybody's telling me not to fight him, right? This one girl, she was so sweet. She's like, "Oh wait, don't listen to anybody, don't do this, don't hurt yourself," and stuff like that. It's crazy because everybody's taking my side, not my side, but like caring for me and stuff like that. My brother was like, "Bro, what is this guy doing?" My sister's like, "Nah, bro." Like I would say, 99.9% of the people are like, "Nah, you're not winning this fight." I even did like a prediction video. I asked people's opinion on who's gonna win. I made a trailer on the video, and then official fight video. It was crazy. It was live stream on Instagram. We didn't do a weigh-in. We did face off. We did multiple face off to promote the fight. We did some trash talking. We should have done a press conference. We didn't do a press conference. We should have done that. What else did we do? We did face offs. Uh, a trailer. Promotions. Trash talk. I don't know what else we did. We did like a not a weigh-in, but we were like flexing. Like when you do a weigh-in, you're like flexing and everything. We did that. It's so funny that we were taking it seriously. But fight day arrives. Guess who the referee is? The referee is the guy that beat me in the bathroom and that lost to the strongest kid in school, right? So obviously I'm fighting the strongest kid in school, right? I think he benches like more than 300 pounds. Deadlifts a lot. He's super strong. Most people say takes steroids. I don't know. I believe he's natural. I know he looks super big, and people would be like, "Bro, you can't get big that easily, right?" I don't know. I'm not gonna assume anything, but yeah. So basically, fight day arrives as soon as the bell rings, right? You also have a ring walk song or whatever, I think, and not just that. I think We had ice, some good gloves we taped up, and then the ring was kind of small. And then we had a ref in the ring also, so the ring was small and there was grass. Like it was such a bad place to put a ring. And then obviously the fight started, and then I everything flashed, and I'm like, this is reality. What the heck? I'm actually fighting this dude, and then I get knocked down. I think in the whole fight like more than 50 times, but I keep on getting back up. And then my friends are in my corner, like taking out my mouth guard, washing it. There's blood on my mouth guard though, I believe. Washing it, giving me water, putting it back on, and like they keep asking me, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do this, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'll continue, and I keep on continuing, keep on falling, keep on getting, hey, keep on. But the thing is, I know how to box, but that fight made me look like I don't know how to box it out. I don't know how to throw a punch because I was like this the whole time. Because I knew he was a big guy, and if I get hit, I'm like at that thing, everything snapped, and like reality that 100-pound heavier dude is fighting me, and he's throwing haymakers. He hit me in the neck so many times. You know, you could get paralyzed by getting hit in the neck. That's why it's illegal in boxing. And he's a big, strong dude, so like he could have paralyzed me. So I gotta thank God that I'm still alive and not paralyzed. So yeah, I gotta be grateful for that. And not just that, I'm not trying to brag or anything, or I want to stay humble. Obviously, one fair and square. A lot of people literally on the live stream were like, "Bro, this is bullying. Bro, bro set him up for failure. Bro, he always set it up for failure. What am I watching? Ref, stop the fight. He's getting hit in the back of the head. What am I watching? This is worse than bullying." Like the comments are just roasting me. But yeah, not just that. What's it called? So obviously, at the end, the referee stops the fight. Right? I don't give up because I'm not the one that like I want to stop the fight. Ref stops it because I fought too many times. Too many times I get hit, right? And then he wins, right? We hug it out. He says that balls that like I wasn't scared. I'm a man and stuff like that. And obviously, I would love to rematch him, gain some weight though. Obviously, even if I don't gain some weight, which I have to, I want to. I feel like I can do better because at this time I want to like actually box. And I don't know if I'm gonna win. I'm gonna try my best. I'm always confident and love to fight anybody, right? The thing is, he's a bigger dude, so realistically, he should win. No matter, even if I have so much experience, think about it. The weight matters. If you know anything about boxing, weight does matter a lot. So it will be a tough fight, and he doesn't know how to box, but bro, he swings like haymakers. I don't know how you like it's harder to fight a person that doesn't know how to box than a person that knows how to box. That's actually a fact because they be just throwing haymakers or whatever. But it's fine that he won fair and square. He's a bigger dude. He's strong dude. If he learns how to box, everybody's cooked, bro. Usyk's cooked. Anti Joshua Tyson Fury, bro. Everybody's cooked. No, bro. He can be a good boxer. I know that he can. A good fighter. Matter of fact, he actually ran 20 miles. No, not 20. I think a marathon. I believe. Okay, so at the end of the day, I did lose, obviously. We shook hands and everything. I would love to rematch, but obviously gain more experience, get a coach, more weight and everything. But yeah, I love doing challenges like these. Like, I would love to do any challenge, fight someone heavier than you, just challenges like these. Like, I'm always confident. Like, I believe I can do anything with God, obviously. And like, you gotta push your limits, but whatever. Even if you lose, though, but at least you get the experience, you have fun, and you get to push yourself, challenge yourself. It's just fun, you know. And obviously, it was Saturday, and then when I went to school the next day, I got clowned by everybody, like all my friends. The first period, this guy who was talking the most shit every day. Like he was saying, you're gonna get knocked out, bro. And I kept telling him, no, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna knock him out. I kept saying stuff like this. It was so funny. And he'd be like, bro, you like, how are you serious? How are you that confident? And then I lost. Everybody was making fun of me because the funny thing is, everybody knew about the fight. As soon as I walked in class, I'm pretty sure everybody was looking at me. I didn't do much. Like I couldn't throw. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be fully honest.
You literally got pecked.
No,
He literally bent you over.
no.
Hey, you had a headache from all the concussions you got.
I think a few teachers knew that I was gonna fight. A lot of seniors knew because um, all these senior a group of table with seniors. I remember I was a junior right when this happened. I think it was their last day, literally, because their school ends before ours. Their last day of school, seniors ends before juniors. They I think told me to come to their table. They wanted to talk to me because They wanted to clown me because I lost, right? And I was talking so much. I wasn't talking shit, by the way. I was just being confident. I was saying I'm gonna win. I wasn't talking shit. There's like a difference between being confident, saying you're gonna win in this way, that way, than talking shit and being egotistical, right? But obviously, I lost. Like everybody made fun of me. Matter of fact, this fight happened junior year, right? Senior year, people would be talking about the fight and be like, "Would you rematch him?" and stuff like that. And people still ask me. Like my brother's friends, they always ask me. And like when I'm working at McDonald's, these kids come from literally. His brother always comes in. The strongest kid's brother always comes in McDonald's asking if he's gonna rematch, and he just talks about the fight. There's more people still ask about the fight. Like the fight lives on forever, just like the bathroom fight with the kid that lives on forever. There's a video and people still talk about it. Be like, you got beat up, and for this fight, they talk about it. You got beat up as well with the boxing match. But it happens. I'm okay with it, and it's part of life. It's fun. It's memories. I actually had so much fun, even though that day hurt. I did go to work on Sunday, I believe, because the fight was Saturday. And I didn't hide it. I think I had a bruised lip. That's it. No broken nose or anything. Alhamdulillah. All praise to God. I was all okay. No injuries. Maybe a light hit. And I felt like my neck, actually, my neck was hurting for a bit. I was scared, but it was all right. Thank God, obviously. But everything was pretty good. And yeah, so I went to work and then school. Obviously, a little bit of headache, I think, for a while. My parents still don't know about this fight. I don't know if they know about the bathroom fight. I know my older sister knows about all this. My sister, my siblings, my younger sister, my younger brother, older sister, but my parents still don't know about both of these events that happened. So that's kind of scary. Not scary. That's kind of because I know I told them I'm going with my friends when I did. It's funny because I wore a suit and everything to the fight as well. And I told my parents I'm going with my friends, but what ended up happening is we went to fight. Oh my god, that's actually funny that I'm thinking about it. Because my parents didn't know, and they still don't know. That's actually crazy to think about. And I think the next day, not the next day, like a few days later, we went to my cousin's party or something. They live in Pennsylvania, so they come every summer. So they came in, and one of my cousins, was making fun of me. Like, bro, why would you do that? And my other cousins that live here, they were also there. They were making fun of me, like not making fun of me, but they were like, "Why would you do that? Why would you agree to that?" But there's a lot of people that gave me props. They're like, "Bro, I would never take that fight." Like the kids that were making fun of me, they also agreed literally that they would never take the fight. So they wouldn't do something that I did, and they're making fun of me for it. So it's crazy. I was like, okay, I lost and everything, but would you do it? And they're like, no, I wouldn't. So a lot of people gave me respect and everything. People called me crazy, stupid, dumb. Why would I do this? Oh my god, this guy has balls. He's so confident. No way he did this. I respect that. You're such a you're you're crazy. Like stuff like that. This mixed minds, like mixed situation, mixed feelings, and like different opinions of me fighting that dude. But yeah, it was crazy overall. That night was fun. I enjoyed it. More crazy stuff to happen in the future. Hopefully, that I can record for you too. Anything for content, not just for content, but my personal experience. But I loved it. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Okay, that's it for today's story time, guys. Hope you enjoyed this story time. And yeah, as always, God bless y'all. And I will see you in the next video, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out. Habibi Oasis out.